No earthly idea.
Hello and welcome to the #1 Death Care Podcast out in the land, season 2 of Till Death Do Us Part the podcast. What's up, y'all?
Boom, boom.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
I really like
every
our
time
new.
I see that
I like our
new intro. Every time I see it, I look at Adrian. I'm like, he is not that damn tall. I'm sorry.
And you didn't change it because I changed the music.
Oh, you said a new one?
I did.
I gotta get it.
I really like it. I like it.
Yeah, no, it's dope. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, look, I'm Mike Hamlar, your host from Virginia. We got a great show for y'all today. We have fun in VA. Thanks to Tiff and Adrian for coming on out to Virginia. We had a short show, but we had one. So we appreciate you doing that. Charmaine, what's going on?
Charmaine, we can't be in the same house. Hold on.
Now you in jail.
Lord.
Jail.
I gotta be on my computer one day so I can change my background.
Yeah,
well, you need to be still. You need to be still somewhere first for that to happen.
Well, you need to hush because I haven't been mobile in a long time.
What's up, Keisha Brown?
Hey, Keisha girl.
Really? No, you've been always out. You're never.
Hey, look, we have 5 minutes for introductions. So last time we were there for 20 minutes.
Dang,
we got into
we
a
done
really
put
good one.
time on all this stuff.
I mean, golly.
He didn't lock us. He didn't lock us down.
5 minutes. So it's going around. Then we can talk for
Judge Mathis.
a couple more seconds. We got 5 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. All right, Charmaine Brown from Maryland. What's up, D Moore?
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Please like, please share. That's all I got.
That's all you got. It's Monday. All right, Tiffany, what you got? We're gonna go around. So we're gonna do Tiffany, Adrian, Wendal, then King Warren.
Man, what the hell? You need some Prozac or something? What's going on over here? What's wrong with you today?
Hey, everybody. It's Tiff. Y'all know the deal. This humidity out here has my hair turning into Diana Ross slowly but surely. Like it has gone from being so sleek and curly to now it's like I just feel it growing as the moments go by. So don't be surprised if by the end of the show my hair is out to here.
You gotta do your princess thing. The princess. All right, Adrian, you look like you're mobile, as you said. So
I am mobile, but I am trying to get to the crib. Hello to everybody. As Mike did say, we did have a wonderful time in Virginia. I didn't get a chance to see what kind of restaurants was out there to eat something different. And I thought about that today because somebody asked me, what you eat out there? I said, I ate at the hotel. So I was like, but yeah, we had a good time though, y'all. Our time was cut a little short, but for the time we was allotted, it was dope. We had fun. Thank you to the Virginia Morticians Association. Let's turn this thing up tonight with a continuation of that show.
Yes. Well, now King Warren has disappeared.
What's up, Dixon? Hey, Vanessa W. There's Miss Helen Day. What's
King
up?
Warren has disappeared.
He'll be back.
I'm still here. I'm trying to navigate this phone.
Warren over there trying to figure out what background he want to use.
Abdullah in the house. What's up?
No,
it's still
thanks, TJ.
Thanks to everybody who tuned in on what night was that? Friday. We are all back home. It's another day, so
I'm glad about it.
I just pulled I'm sitting in the car. Taking refuge because we have yet to move everything from one house to another, and there's no internet in this house.
Oh.
So my
my
children are like, what are we gonna do? I said, go read a book. I mean, go clean.
No,
Go get the trash
they
out.
are going through withdrawal. That's withdrawal for
I
them.
mean, they didn't come
No
out here. My
phones,
knee,
no iPads, no
oh,
computer. What?
my knee hurt. My elbow
The
hurt.
struggle
My
is
tooth
real.
loose.
Put
I'm
a
like,
string around that joint and hang it on the door.
what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know.
Go in the house.
Hi, Miss Agnes.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Mr. Dixon, on your retirement.
Kelvin Dixon has now retired from the Arlington Cemetery, so congratulations, sir.
All right. Arlington Cemetery. Congratulations,
that's how
sir.
you do that.
Who's gonna look out for us?
Hey, Miss Danita. Danita.
Did somebody send her pictures?
Yes.
Who has them on their phone?
I think
Lord.
It's in the text chat. I sent them in there.
It might be in a group chat.
Yeah, I put it in the group chat.
They on my phone somewhere, child.
So it's on Warren's phone because we were trying to find it.
It's in the chat. I put them in
It's in the group chat. It's in our group chat.
Yeah, I had them in my phone. I put them in the chat for her though, for us. But yeah.
Hey, what's up, KJ Johnson? All right, Wendal. After your introduction, we're gonna get right into the topic, and the topic tonight is the arrangement room.
I don't have an introduction. I'm here. Praise the Lord. Bye.
I made it. I survived.
Oh my goodness! I think that's how we all feel right now.
Adrian, I have to say, my mom was very impressed by you. She said she could tell that you're a showman by trade because being a DJ allowed you to keep the room going and that you kept everything moving along. And she said that was very nice of you.
I don't know about a showman, but he is an escort, so he knows how to work a room.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! It's tonight. Oh no, it's not. It's not after hours. Warren, I'm gonna get your ass. Just know that. I'm telling you right now.
What's up, James Tony?
You didn't miss anything, James.
You
didn't miss
sick
anything.
of you. But
James, we missed you in at the convention. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you, Mother Wood, but you already got a man, girl, so stop flirting with me. Stop flirting, girl. Stop flirting. But thank you so much. I am definitely indeed. I appreciate my father.
I'm here. I'm trying to feed these kids going through withdrawal.
You feed them in the car?
What?
They had no internet.
Really, Wendal?
No, I'm just saying. You said you were in the car. Then you said, I'm like, what's going on?
They're in the house.
Oh, so how you?
They're in the house. Okay. I'm sitting in the car so they won't bother me. Here they come again, child. She in the doorway. she in the doorway looking at me.
Lord have mercy.
Oh yeah! Happy belated Father's Day, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, we hope all the fathers enjoy.
Hey, guess what? I got some Meta glasses for Father's Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, y'all know it's finna go down with them, girl. I'm finna make so many home movies, girl. I'm finna.
Oh my
What's up, Brother Wood?
Keep moving.
So wait. So when I say it or when I make a comment, then you feel slighted. But when you make a comment like that, you feel like you've achieved something.
That's a flag goes on that one.
Talking about Meta glasses, you sitting up here talking about me. That is a big difference.
Y'all got 30 more seconds.
Sir, you just said that you was going to make a home video.
Okay, I'm talking about myself though.
What's up, David Carter?
Now we're
gonna throw a flag on the play. But
you sit up here trying to
thank you for your hospitality.
I ain't even saying nothing.
Fairfax and Falls
mute Adrian. Just mute him.
Like them raggedy Zooms doing funerals during COVID.
Yeah. What's up, Crenshaw? Crenshaw in the house.
Hey,
when do you hush, damn it? You hush, because you don't never say nothing to Warren when he be talking that noise. I ain't even say nothing even in Virginia.
Hi, Miss Helen.
When Warren had that tight ass suit jacket on, I ain't even say nothing.
Hi, Miss Helen.
All right, y'all 10 minutes is up. So we're gonna get into the topic. The topic today is the arrangement room. So we talked about this last week at the convention in Virginia. Again, thank y'all so much to our president, Madam President, Shanae Cooper Drummond, to the committee, all of those for hosting us and taking good care of us. Thank y'all. We really appreciate it. We had a good time in Virginia. and hopefully we can do it again.
And Miss Mary, thank you, Miss Mary.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Mary Johnson Fields, our convention planner.
Hey, like I said,
it was a good time in Virginia for the convention. But look, this is what we got. Today is the arrangement room. What are you doing?
I'm showing y'all, this is some of the best peach cobbler ever.
This dude, I'm talking about food.
And you talk about having a small belly. Okay.
It is small. Y'all saw how slim my stomach was?
Hey guys, give me my props. We're going to focus. We're going to
focus.
We're being the bad students in the classroom right now.
Yes, I can tell. So listen, we're going to get in our topic because last time the topic got so good, we ran out of time because we spent 20 minutes doing this. So
yeah, that was crazy. It did start
the topic
getting good,
today is the arrangement room. We started off last week and we had some stories about what's the craziest thing that y'all seen in the arrangement room.
But what if we want to revolt?
But I want to start out. I want to start out the arrangement room by letting people understand what you need to bring when you come into that arrangement conference, because there's nothing worse than me asking you questions and you don't know any of these answers. So then you got to call me back. Then it delays the death certificate because you don't have all the vital statistic information. Like those are the things that you need to have or know.
So
when
Tiffany, what are vital statistics?
Conference. So the vital
person doesn't know what that is.
So the vital statistics are the logistical information that goes on a death certificate. That is the pertinent information about the deceased: their name, their date of birth, their date of death, where they were born, where they died, their parents' names, their occupation, their social security number, whether they were a veteran. All of
I don't care about none of that.
That goes on the death certificate. I care about that because I don't want to have to keep calling people, asking them for this info, and then they're calling me looking for a death certificate, and you ain't give me the social yet.
I don't care about none of that. I will put a whole bunch of information.
Why you so hostile?
I ain't got the social security number, and nobody knew boo-boo real
name. The EDRS.
That leads us to a great piece of conversation. Do we as funeral directors, everybody got their own style of arrangements. So when most of us we set our own times, or you get your secretary to set the family to come in, do we tell them, do we call them and say, look, this is what you need to bring? Or do we email them and say, look, this is a list of things to bring? Like, so what's some checklist? So what's some of the, let's talk about that. So what's some of the things that we do to prepare our families to come see us?
So when I take a death call, after I find out where the body is and, that you guys have to come in, I'll set a time. And then I will say, there are some things, there's some information that I will need about your loved one. When I see you tomorrow, this is the information that goes on the death certificate. So if you need to look around for his social security number, you need to find out his parents' names and what city and state that he or she was born in, please have that information with you tomorrow when I see you. In addition, please bring me a good picture that you can use for the announcement cards, because I don't have a half hour to be sitting in that arrangement room for y'all to be going back and forth between phones trying to figure out which picture you're going to use. I need you to already know what picture you want.
Cards in Philadelphia.
Yes, we do.
That's the pertinent information that we tell our family, that you tell your family. That's good to know, because some of us, we don't. What'd you say?
At this point, the conversation starts with, bring your insurance.
That part too. Yes.
Every other thing that you have on your list, we can make do until you bring that insurance.
Yeah, that's important too. That gets in the main topic.
Was that who sincere?
No, I don't know what it was.
But but I have a checklist that I send people that I never dealt with before.
That's good.
Because everybody else that kept me in their phone already have the checklist. So if I've never dealt with a family, I do have a picture of our checklist of everything that we need to do, things to do and get.
And sometimes we got to realize a lot of people, this is their first time ever experiencing death in the driver's seat. So they've experienced death in the family, but they've never been in the driver's seat to make the arrangements.
No, like Miss Talisa said. Mr. Talisa said South Carolina has 3 days. Pennsylvania, we have 4 days for it to be filed. But
do they enforce that?
No, they don't. But what families don't seem to understand is if you don't have all of that information and I put unknown on that death certificate, you're getting a death certificate issued with unknown information.
And
then
can't
you want to
change
call,
it.
right. And then you have to change it. And now you do an amendment, which takes weeks. And then if you needed it for something, so this is why I need you to bring it when you first come.
And we also need to be truthful when we're answering the questions. I know we're talking about things in the arrangement conference, but if you know the person is legally not divorced, be truthful about it. They are really married. We need to
my God.
There's a statement on all the death certificates in Virginia that the funeral directors okay on the EDRS says all of these questions are answered to the best of my knowledge. And we're checking off. That is an actual box that we check off. So we're answering these questions to the best of our knowledge, which the family's giving us information. So if you know they ain't got a divorce, just go ahead and say, they still
Steve Kip in the house.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
touchy. That whole marriage thing is a touchy thing because there are a lot of people who might be legally married that haven't been with their spouse in 30 some odd years.
Right.
So Virginia does have that option. Virginia does have that option in EDRS now, where it is an option that is married but living separately, or married or estranged. I think is the word that they use. Either way, that's a vital records thing, but I think on the level of insurance or any other bank or anything like that, it makes a huge difference. I personally never used it. It's either you married or you're not.
Right.
And with life insurance companies now, it gets kind of wonky.
It can get.
We got two comments and then we'll get back to it. So Crenshaw, before we forget, shout out to Florida Morticians Association celebrating our centennial convention this week in Fort Lauderdale. So
congratulations to y'all.
You all.
Go ahead,
in Florida. So I was hoping to see Kitchens on, but he's probably busy with the convention. And then also,
when do y'all start, Crenshaw? When y'all start? When they start?
Oh wow, you got fined. How did
Talita Thomas said South Carolina enforces I got fined. So she got fined in South Carolina for not within those 3 days. So families, when we say we need this information, we really mean it. We need the information.
Yeah. So in the state of Maryland, we have 72 hours from the time that we received the death certificate. And I believe that is time stamped on the back end of EDRS. However, when I feel that I'm getting a runaround from doctors, I immediately call Vital Records and let them know. I'm trying to get doctors to submit this death certificate because we still have some doctors that you have to fax them a paper death certificate. And for the life, I don't understand why you are in a medical facility and don't have a freaking blank death certificate.
That ain't what you was gonna say.
I'm being religious. It's the day after Sunday, and everybody died.
Unless you 7-day Adventist.
A blank death certificate, and you're in a medical facility.
Yeah.
Please, ma'am, please, sir. If you are an administrator in a doctor's office, please make copies of a blank death certificate for your educated dummy to fill out. Insane.
So Stephen has
Stephen's case here. Go ahead, Tiff.
He said I had a case that a family established common law in Texas, but moved to Michigan, but they still recognize the marriage because the marriage was established first in Texas. So Michigan doesn't recognize common law, but I am assuming that Texas does. So
Virginia does not.
Yes, Texas does recognize common law.
This is the thing, though.
And I really wish time period.
Wish people would really get their stuff together when it comes to that. Let's just put all the common law stuff out. All right. If it's your second marriage or your third marriage and you don't want to mess up your benefits, then just say that. Just make sure you have stuff on paper. Get your will done. Get your advanced directives and stuff done. So it ain't no fight.
Well, in Maryland, they don't do
how long do you have to be
law,
together to be considered common law in Texas?
Say it again.
How long do you have to be together to establish common law?
Child, we've been together long as I can remember.
They be like, a lot of times they be like, if you've been living together for at least a year.
Oh wow!
That's a whole lot of people married.
Pennsylvania used to be after 7 years it was recognized. Now they don't recognize it at all.
So let's
Maryland
finish up
doesn't do
Stephen
common
Kemp's
law,
part.
but what they do, if you have established living together as far as have bills, mortgage, and all that stuff, then that person can be your next of kin. They just recently changed that, but it's still not common law.
Oh,
it's just
all right, so look,
the next of kin for
I want y'all.
I want y'all to see
this. I want y'all to see this. Do you see this right here?
What is that?
They're sitting in the driveway.
It's blurry.
I can't see it. What is it?
That child is sitting and she is literally watching me.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Oh yeah.
Watching me.
It's pouring down here, Warren. It's not storming there. We're getting thunder, lightning.
Yeah. All right, so let's finish up Stephen's piece real quick because he had a comment on here. So Stephen Kemp out of Detroit, Michigan said insurance paid the wife as common law spouse.
Doctors can't write legibly. You're correct. These doctors can't write for worth. It's horrible. It's horrible. So, and then they expect the EDRS people to decipher that.
So for the general public, we just talked about once we get the information for the death certificate, it's sent to the doctor. Everybody wants to know what's the general turnaround to get a death certificate back.
The doctor doesn't stop and sign it right away.
Right. Let's talk about it. It's not our
whenever we get it.
Whenever we get it. You're right. I got one that I just got today, and the lady been dead 2 weeks.
Whenever we get it, ma'am, sir.
And I just got it signed today. After 2 weeks.
So we have found that if families call the physician, if they call and say, they have a desperate need for it, that does put a little fire underneath, and sometimes it does, but it depends, because a lot of these doctors cover hospitals, they cover prisons, they cover nursing homes, so it's not like
they get paid all over the place.
But the thing is also overall is that a lot of these doctors don't be done seeing these people in months, sometimes 6 months or more before they pass away. No.
How about when the doctors call you and say, what did they die from?
Right.
Y'all
because that's the thing.
Hold on, let's let Adrian finish his thought real quick.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They don't be done seeing these patients before they pass away in months. So they reject signing it because they ain't seen them.
So what is the determining factor in Texas if the doctor has not seen the patient in a certain amount? What's the determining factor?
What we do is kind of quote unquote put the disclaimer up. A lot of us, what we do is we'll reach out to the medical examiner's office, and they have a letter, pretty much like a threat. You got a damn near threat, no? You know what I'm saying? To sign.
Yeah.
So if they've seen the patient within 1 year, 10 months, 15 months.
Maryland says 18 months. Maryland says if they've been seen within 18 months, that doctor has to sign.
Or if they have prescribed medication. If they prescribe medication, you can still sign the death certificate.
Not for Maryland, but if you have if you've been seen within 18 months, because some specialists prescribe medicine, and the specialists won't sign off like
specialists are like a cardiologist or
they won't sign off.
They're not
back to the primary care doctor.
Yeah.
Because
so
a lot of people
Warren.
Prescription.
Yeah.
So Tiffany then Warren, I know y'all were talking.
Oh no, I was just saying that in Pennsylvania, the doctors, if you're not a primary, they're not going to sign. They're just not going to do it. And now in Pennsylvania, it is a new thing where we have a lot of issues, especially in Philadelphia and the surrounding counties, like the counties that are right around Philly. The medical examiners are releasing a lot of home deaths to the funeral home directly, because if the call comes in and the person, there's nothing that looks foul or suspicious, they just release it to the funeral home.
Yeah,
and then, primary care, it's the primary care responsibility. But then you fall into these little loopholes where the primary care has not seen the person in like 9-10 months and doesn't want to sign it, or is hemming and hawing about signing it. So then you kick it back to the medical examiner's office, who ends up saying, okay, well, we'll work on it. We'll see what we can do. They start a case. Then you hear from the doctor who says, oh, okay, well, I'll sign it. I'll take care of it. But now there's a new law that if the medical examiner's office takes the case, then if the doctor submits a death certificate and you put it in EDRS, that case will get rejected. So it forces the medical examiner's office to have to do it, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to relinquish the case.
Warren, and then we'll go to a couple comments on there. Warren, what you got?
So this is the thing, and it may be a difference, because I'm kind of in rural Virginia compared to some of the cities. The whole medicine thing has come up. Like I had a situation where a doctor was like, "Why am I signing this? I know he didn't die from gout." But that was it was the last physician he had seen, and I'm like, okay, well, they looked at all the medicine, and the last medicine that they got, the man was found deceased, and it went to his last physician.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was, in that case, it did become a medical examiner's case. But here we have local medical examiners offices. Well, not medical examiners offices, but local medical examiners, because we're out in the rural areas. So the local medical examiner was able to come out because we knew it was going to be a situation, and he was able to do a toxicology report. The basic. It did take a while, but once they took hold of it, it was able to at least, we were able to at least do a pending death certificate.
Yeah.
So we could get things moving in that regard.
I mean, you want to explain the pending death certificate for people who don't know what that means?
So, you have two types of deaths, really. You have accidental and you have natural. And in that case, if there's an accident and they suspect foul play, or there really is some question about how a person was found or how they passed, it becomes a medical examiner's case. Well, they will go out and they'll do an autopsy, or in some of the cities, everybody gets an autopsy. But if there is no cause of death, if there's this person died of a heart attack, this person died of carbon monoxide poisoning, any of that, there's some question there. It can sometimes be pending, where the medical examiner's office or Department of Vital Records needs some time. They need some time to determine the cause of death, or they're waiting on toxicology reports to come back, all of that fun stuff. So they will mark it pending, and that will at least allow some work to be done if a family has some estate stuff that they need to do. In most cases, insurance companies have a hard time paying out when it comes to pending. It's hard to get estates worked out if it's a pending death certificate. And sometimes, I know in Virginia, right now, a pending death certificate may be up to 90 days.
It could be
90 to 120.
More than that. Yep.
Because they're backlogged, and I'll honestly say a lot of it has to do with Richmond and Petersburg.
Oh, don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that!
But we yet holding on.
You got shootings in Farmville too.
We yet holding on, trying to get some of the pending death certificates done. But when families look at us like, "Yo, why is my death certificates taking so long?" It literally is because we haven't gotten a signature, or it's pending. And Vital Records or Department of Health has just changed its ruling that they won't exchange pending death certificates.
Right.
So it used to be that we could order 2 pending death certificates to give to a family, and they could bring those back once the cause of death is given and exchange them for ones that have a cause of death. Now they won't do that at all. So in most cases, we will just, hey, you don't want these unless you want to pay for extra ones. I can order them for you, but you rather just wait.
So Pennsylvania has it set up on our death certificates now that you can get a death certificate with or without the medical certification information on there.
So that's called a death what's that called? Death record.
Record of death.
Yeah.
Record
So
of death,
a lot
right.
of times, if I have a pending death certificate and the family needs to like go to the bank or something like that, the bank doesn't need to have the cause of
But
death
most don't need the
it.
cause of death anyway, because that's kind
The
of
bank don't need it certified either.
You just,
no,
but here they want
just need to know the person that died. But let's go to a couple comments because they're starting to pile up. So Ms. Talitha Thomas said, good thing about South Carolina. Let me put it up. There we go. Good thing about South Carolina, the funeral director has 3 days, the doctor has 2 days, but they hold the funeral director responsible for all 5.
Wow.
Right. And then Damian Carter, Washington, D.C., you can get a certificate that states they are common law marriage.
Oh, so 1 year. Okay. So DC is 1 year. Okay.
So
that's crazy work.
These are things that in the arrangement room.
That's crazy work.
Why?
Because it gives a gray area that people can lie. Because you think about what we look at as common law marriage. Mama and Pappy been together for 40 years. We thought they was married. They ain't never get legally married. You know, there was a couple that they was together for 50 years, and little do we know they was dating. So now you're saying that I've been together with somebody for 2 years, and I can go and say, well, we had a common law marriage, and I get benefits.
Well, your good old president trying to fix that. If you've been living together for 5 years, you're automatically married. Wasn't that a thing a little while ago? He was
got a
trying
whole bunch of things.
Trying to put in.
So shit, don't ask me. I'm confused on what that joker be doing.
So then that gives me another question of, okay, if after a year I can say that I'm common law married, that now trumps every actual next of kin.
Yeah, it would. Hey, Mama Reid.
Not because we were married, but because we were dating.
It do in Texas. Common law married is common law married. You the wife, you the husband.
Wow.
I think Ohio was like that at one time too.
Jalecia Thompson said she's had one pending for almost a year.
Yeah, I have too. I just got a pending done from April of last year.
Actually, a baby.
So the way
I'm on my 2nd year for a baby.
Wow. So the way you can
winding down on death certificate, then we move to the next part of the arrangement room. Any final thoughts on death certificates?
So the way you can fix it and not have to worry about, maybe having a pending or discrepancy with the doctors is take your tail to the doctor. Go. So you want the doctor to look up your records. Go when you're supposed to go. Go when you're not supposed to. So
go for your regular checkups too, not just when you don't feel good.
Exactly. Just go.
Yeah.
Wendal, you got to go to the doctor when that gout kick in.
I don't have gout, sir.
Listen, that doctor, I swear for God, the doctor was like, I know he didn't die from gout. So I'm not saying this.
Gout, Warren. He's stuck on gout.
I was like, sir, I want you to hear me. I really need this death certificate. Like, this man got to be cremated. I need this death certificate. He was like, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a podiatrist.
In most states, you need a death certificate before you cremate too. So if you wonder why your loved one has not been cremated, that might be.
Because you have to have a cause of death on there. And a lot of times, I know for Pennsylvania, in order to cremate, you have to have the permission from the county coroner's office. So if a person died in one county but lived in another county, I have to get the permission from the county that they died in to cremate him, even though we're cremating him in Philly. So yeah. But all that stuff, these are things that when you're in the arrangement room have to be told. And I need and this is another thing. I need people to pay attention. I understand that you're grieving. I do. I understand that you're not, everything is not all going through. But I need some things to stick. I need some things to stick because there's nothing worse than getting a phone call after you sat with the family for an hour and a half, explaining everything as meticulously as you possibly can, for them to call you or text you and ask you something that that you talked about. Like,
guess what I do in that case in the arrangement room? When I see that the individual is over, I'm not going to say over because everybody's emotions are different, but overly emotional, I get permission from that emotional next to kin to talk to someone else. and I make them sign my paperwork because I'll put it in my folder. Keisha has given me permission to talk to Talia in the event that she cannot handle my questions, and I write it in my folder, and I have them sign it, because the person that's typically in charge doing all that hooping and hollering, they ain't listening to nothing. And then they blame the funeral home for everything in the arrangement room because nobody said nothing. And you said a whole lot of an hour's worth of stuff, and then you sitting in the arrangement room looking like the stupid one, and they trying to tell you how to do your damn job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that does not need to be the person to make reflections at the service. If they can't get it together in the arrangement conference, they're not going to be able to get together in the pulpit.
Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
Hey, did any of y'all eat this candy?
What is
What is it?
The long daddies or whatever. The long boy.
Well, I'm allergic to coconut, so I can't.
The coconut candy. Man, these jokers be hidden, boy.
Lord have mercy, fat ass. But in the arrangement room, back to our topic. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop hiding things from your loved ones. Please tell somebody where your paperwork is.
We see your comments. We're going to get them in a minute.
They be hiding it from themselves.
I sat with a gentleman today. He's an older gentleman, and his children were from out of town. So I asked about the deceased social security number, and he said, she hid all them papers in the house. So I'm going to have to see if my grandkids can go in and find it. His wife hid all the paperwork in the house. So now he has to get the grandkids to try to go on an Easter egg hunt to find the paperwork. So please make sure somebody know where your documents are. So now they're rushing me, but I can't do nothing without certain pertinent information. And in the state of Maryland, you need all kinds of proof. What is that echo? In Maryland, you need all kinds of proof as to when you have to make an amendment to the death certificate. And then they come back in the arrangement room and give you a whole bunch of fraganagle bull. And then we in a whole nother position when it comes to not having the right stuff.
Charmaine, you hit on something really important. It's in Virginia. I think it's probably everywhere. If you have to do an amendment to a death certificate, we're going to do this and we're going to move on. You have to have proof. So if you spell mama's name wrong, or you said they were married, they weren't married, you got to produce a marriage certificate or something with proof on it. Change of address, you got to have something with the address on it from a government issued something. So be very careful with that.
Pennsylvania is sort of the same. It's like it depends on what information it is that needs to be proven. Like sometimes if it's just the spelling of the name, then that's fine. But if you've got to prove a relationship or an address, or you're trying to change that, that's when they want proof.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Or I need people to, if you're not the legal parent, please say that you're not the legal parent. Say that you're the adopted parent, because I had a situation where the adoptive mother claimed, the biological mother came in to make the arrangements only to find out that she gave up her parental rights and that there was someone else who the adopted mother now is coming in to try to do everything. And I had to change everything, including the death certificate.
Y'all ever seen my youngest son? It's Princeton.
Hi, little fella.
Hi, Princeton.
Yeah.
Like, get me off of here.
That becomes sticky in the arrangement room. And I had recently had a young guy whose father, he didn't live with his father. His mother is deceased, and he lived with some folks that ended up taking him to the hospital. And the older person of the house told the hospital that he was in fact the father until the boy actually died or had to go on life support. No, he had to go on life support first. He went on life support. Then a young lady finally reached out to the father and said, "Hey, your son is on life support." When they got there, the hospital wouldn't talk to the biological father because this older man in the house ended up putting his name on everything. So when the father came and made arrangements with me, he brought the birth certificate. Even though the dude was over 20, the guy was 21. The father brought me the birth certificate, and I had to tell the father, "Look, here's my cell phone number. let me have the last 4 digits of your social security number. So if anybody called the funeral home asking questions and trying to act like they are you, I'm going to ask for a code. And if you don't call me on my cell phone number, I'm not answering anybody, because everybody won't have my cell phone number. But if somebody tries to call the funeral home, at least my officer know, hey, what's the PIN number for this case?
Yeah.
So that way nobody would be able to get information like that. And in that particular situation, we had to end up putting people out of the funeral that lived in the house, and the father didn't want those people there. They showed up.
Crazy.
That's why we got a couple.
I hate that's why we become. I hate that's what we become.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A couple comments on here. One is from Jaleesa Thompson, said, in Tennessee, yes, unless it's a medical examiner's case, I need a death certificate with a cause of death, or the paperwork from hospice with the cause of death and the doctor's signature in order to cremate.
Yeah.
Then we have Crenshaw. So they have a statement of legal relationship form, and they make a copy of the identification with theirs.
Can you email that, Crenshaw?
Yeah, Crenshaw, send that to us. I'll put up the email address. And then Damian Carter put in here, when it comes to amendment in DC, just made a law that you have to get a court order.
Wow.
You can no longer just submit the information. You have to go through the court process.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So that right there, you're talking about some time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
so, but
crazy.
you know, I got a bit fearful. That's not the right word, but I got intimidated by the court order process, because everybody was like, 45 days, you got to get it in about 45 days. And I did my first court order amendment probably about maybe 2 weeks ago. And it was so easy to go to the courthouse, and the judge saw it. They got the court order. I was able to put it in the system and email them and let them know, hey, everything is in the system. Can y'all go ahead and change it? Like, it was so easy. I had never gone through that process. I was like, Lord, I'm gonna have to go to court.
And thought it was going to
I got warrants.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys. Go ahead, Wendal.
No, I was just saying that's what happened when you lived in Mayberry. You can just go to court.
So, question for everybody when it comes to
you want to get on the truck too? Okay.
How long should an average arrangement conference take?
Good question.
Are you talking to my daddy? 3 hours.
I can't do 3 hours.
I can legit do arrangements between 45 minutes to an hour. If it's a direct cremation, a half hour, because there's nothing to go over.
It depends on how prepared you've got the family to be. I mean, if it's a family if it's a family that has their things together, here in the country, families come in, they want you to write the obituary for them. Can you help me write the obituary and all that stuff? I know that's in the city. You probably like, who does that? But
Yeah,
can you help me?
We have artificial intelligence.
Hey, Wendal, they handwrite it and bring it down there to you.
Exactly.
You figure out
no. Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it and text it to you.
Oh my God.
Well, you have to put that on my new friend.
Were you in my class? Were you there? Were you in our class? You, Wendal.
The the AI class.
Yes, I was in the class.
Yeah.
The technology.
Well, we don't get involved in it, so it's not that's a non-negotiable issue for me. We don't do the obituaries.
It depends, and families when they come in whether they're going to be 30 minutes picking the casket or they're going to be 5. You can kind of tell by the mood. You learn your people. You learn your folks when they come in.
Just like you can tell if they're going to be on time for the funeral or not.
Exactly.
By the time they get to the arrangement.
And I always say, I think I should.
They showing up for the arrangement conference. Yeah, you need to go home. Early.
You cannot judge. You can't judge people what it looked like. I remember years ago, it was a gentleman came in to make arrangements. He had bib overalls on, dusty. He came in with his brother, and they rode up in a old truck, and
and wrote that check.
No, pulled out cash and socks. And put the cash on the table, and you get people that come up in a Benz and a Beamer, and be like,
broke as hell.
What kind of plans you got that you got?
Absolutely.
You know,
Right.
so you can't judge.
Comment. Yeah.
You can't do that. You just gotta.
Yes, Tahita put a message up. I get that all the time. All the time.
So they said a lot of the older people in their 80s and 90s may sometimes have two conflicting dates of birth.
Yeah.
Usually for purposes of working at a young age, it's commonly a 2 or 3 year difference in truth. This also goes back, especially for African American Blacks.
Yes, because they weren't being recorded. It wasn't being recorded.
Yeah. Well, they just put whatever on the birth certificate, and it was
the midwives did it. The midwives,
right?
Yeah.
And
sometimes they weren't being done. Sometimes they weren't being done until months and time later. Like
so that's why my father has the birthday of April the 1st, because that's what the midwife said.
Yeah,
he don't know when he was written in. This how dumb stuff get. He don't know when he was really born because he said the midwife couldn't read, and he filed this birth certificate 3 years later.
Oh.
So he has the date of 4/1/44.
So he could have really been born in February for all we know.
Or
January
of 41.
That's crazy.
But this is why I've been such a supporter of Ancestry.com, because like
it was $25.
Listen,
I'm tired of
let me tell you something. Because
they've been
for
taking
a
money
long
out of my
time,
damn account. I don't understand how to work it yet.
For a long time, I was like, I ain't gonna pay that. I ain't gonna never use it. But when I tell you that with the families coming in, it's just like it comes in handy, like with those World War II cards and people's discharge and discharge forms. Gotta say the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see my t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
That's $25.
Wow. You right though. You right though, Warren.
It's crazy. And people don't realize that they come into the arrangements conference. They're like, oh, how you got all that information? I was like, I didn't even know my grandmother. I said, Ancestry I got all that information.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't know you a real live stalker.
Wow.
It's possible.
Yeah, like
I only stalk people that come in. I only stalk people that come into the arrangements conference trying to be bougie, and I realize they live in an apartment in the hood.
Oh wow.
Let me say this on the arrangement side, because I had to personally do some with another funeral home.
So did we answer the question?
Huh?
No.
What was it, Mike?
Did we answer the question?
What was the question?
How long the
Yeah, they did answer the question.
Yeah, we answered that.
At different times.
Some people chimed in too, that the time that it takes them about an hour.
All right, just making sure. Sorry, Charmaine, go ahead.
Yeah.
I've experienced making arrangements with another funeral home for someone personal, and I have a new respect for people sitting at the table, for funeral directors that are making arrangements. I think I got on this lady's nerve texting her all kinds of stuff as far as things that I wanted, things that should be done, all this other kind of stuff. But in the meantime, she was very patient. Ladies and gentlemen, when you see that someone have a basic service of funeral director and staff of $2,700 or $2,800, please understand we are not attorneys. We do not charge you every time our phone rings. We do not charge you every time you text us, because that can be a fee. If you call an attorney, that conversation starts at $125 per hour, and better make sure, or per half an hour, and better hope they don't stutter when they talk.
What attorney you talk to?
You better hope they don't
about $350, $500.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when you are sitting with the funeral, with the funeral
like
director,
you need to get another attorney. That's why them people across the street still blocking your parking lot off.
Hey, listen, man. Not anymore.
but understand the value of the funeral director making arrangements with you. Yeah. Because they're sitting there getting information, and no one has yet to let me know how much I'm supposed to charge per hour to sit at a desk and take people's grief. Like, we sitting at those arrangement tables, we're being counselors, we're being social workers, all within an arrangement time. So sometimes when all you siblings don't get along, everybody need to sign on one person being in charge.
Yeah.
To that point.
Picture
Put
that.
all your names in a hat and let's pick one. And that's who's going to be in charge when it comes to people with more than 3 kids.
Yeah.
All the way in charge.
Because and another thing, when you come to make arrangements, your arrangement conference, please ma'am, please sir, I'm taking that from Charmaine, please ma'am, please sir.
That's a very close statement.
We only need a maximum of 3 to 4 people in that room.
Oh no, don't bring that.
Anything more than that, y'all are just there to be nosy. I need
That's
y'all
it.
to stay home.
They literally just gotta be
had 10
nosy.
people in the arrangement conference room.
So they can leave out and they finna get on their phone and text. Girl, they had that policy. They said they had $20,000. They said they got 20.
I
They
had
got
an
this and that.
arrangement
Oh my God.
conference where it was 15 people in the room.
That's
The
normal.
2 that were sitting in the chair
How big
were
is the
the
room?
main individuals. You've been in where the funeral home chapel area
Oh, at your
is.
place.
Yeah. So
okay.
they were standing. I refused to put chairs down because I wanted y'all to leave.
Right.
I didn't want to have chairs in there so y'all could get comfortable.
You have to accommodate your families, Tiffany.
I was accommodating the people that were sitting in the front. They were the ones that are paying the bill. They're the ones that signed in the contract. Those are the ones that matter. All y'all other that's in the background, everybody with so many cooks in the kitchen. It was 100 cooks.
And the chicken was still raw.
Yeah, right. A whole bunch of chiefs and no Indians. It was a hot mess. So I just, please, ma'am, please, sir. I need a maximum of 4 people to come in that room. After that, it's just unnecessary and it's not needed. I know you want support. I know you guys want as much support as you can get, but you can get that support when you get back home.
Right.
So
I don't think people realize.
Go ahead, Warren.
I said I don't think people realize that it's very telling. Like, and I hate to say it that way, but like when you walk into an arrangement room and it's about 20 of y'all, I'm like, oh my God.
Confusion.
Like either it's gonna be confusion or they trying to get the money together. Like it's a lot of things that go through our mind because 20 people, and out of those 20, only one person's gonna sign the contract. So it's just like,
well,
man,
sometimes you have multiple signers. You know, you need multiple sometimes.
Well, on my contract it's 3 spots.
Yeah.
So at most 3 people.
We don't need 15 people in the room.
So do you know how we can help that as funeral directors? It's like Wendal said earlier, prep our families, let our families know. So before they get to the arrangement conference, when you call them and give them, hey, we need X, Y, and Z. Also, we only need 3 people in the arrangement conference when it's time to go.
But when you're dealing with engines, they don't listen.
Well, tell them it's only room for 3 or 4 or whatever your conference room.
Engines don't listen, and engines are going to come in there with whatever. They're going to be, how they going to tell me what I'm going to do?
What's up, Swan?
You got to tell the people. You got to tell the people.
But the thing about it is sometimes we can say it's 3 people. Then we get the 3 people in there and we call the HR department. They said, oh, it's none of the 3 in there. It's the one you got sitting on the lobby. That's the beneficial.
Swan.
What you do there? Then you replace them.
Miss Agnes, COVID is alive. So let me ask you this: when y'all ordering,
all right, Adrian, what you got?
What's your process? Because everybody does it differently. So, okay, you go in, you meet with your family, you get everything done, you get everything signed, you get everything mapped out, you figure out the process and the order of payment. When you go to order in your folder, do you go and order your folder immediately? So when I meet with families, I write on the back of the folder everything that I need to order. So cash,
your checklist,
flowers.
Your checklist.
So
just terminology folder.
We call it ordering your folder.
Oh, okay.
And so and once you order each thing, you just like you say,
check
you just check it off and write it
That's
around.
that Texas stuff.
Ordering your folder. So do you do that immediately after each?
No.
Yeah, that's right, Miss Faye.
Arrangement or no?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I don't have time to do that.
I've gotten the habit of I make sure that I literally order my folder after each arrangement so I know it's done.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do that. So when we get out of our arrangement conference, we normally take the folder up to the office manager. That way she sees what's going on. She can get copies of the contract. She can start making the bags and stuff like that. And most times if I get busy,
Order
I
my
will
clothes.
generally take a day and put all the folders on my desk and
Yeah.
start going vendor by vendor. Like I'll call the florist and I'm on the floors for about 20, 30 minutes. Like, hey, I got this order, and we get the order straight
I
that
do them
way.
according to services. I
Yeah.
get my stuff done based on when my services are. So if the
Right.
services aren't until next Friday, those files are on the bottom of my pile. I'm worried about trying to get what's got to go out this week. So yeah,
And
We got
I
everybody
about
mean,
has
5 minutes left.
if you see, if you could put up brother Swan's comment. He was saying order that stuff when the money is secure. I agree, but and knowing our business,
Yeah, you can't be
you
too
know,
last minute trying to.
you
Thanks,
can't be
Juan.
too last minute.
Yeah.
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 I,
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we
I
talked
you
wait
about
gotta
this
till
with
Well,
understand.
all
It's
of my
insurance stuff
books
too.
that's
right.
yeah,
that's the first
it's
thing I
third
do.
party. So you now you depending on someone else to get your stuff to you on time. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah,
Wait, can we
Yeah.
pause for a second? Miss
Mhm.
Donna Taylor Harrison. Number one, let's congratulate her because she did win. She was awarded a scholarship at our last conference.
Oh yeah, that
Yep.
Um,
was her. Got
Congratulations.
that
number
money.
two, number two, that woman is a card shark.
Let
She
me tell
plays
you.
spades. She whooped
Ah,
y'all asses
Yes,
When I
too.
Spade.
tell you that she whooped up on them on some
She
spades,
wore them out
Yes.
in spades. She sure did.
my God, today.
Hold up, and then told me to go get my money so we can play Tunk.
Okay,
She
okay.
thought
I,
she bought that life.
I was looking for
Dollar,
some
you
Tunk
bought that
players,
life.
and she was like, "Where your money at?" I said, "Oh no, I ain't playing with you."
Yeah.
She said, I done got the scholarship. Let me add to it.
Listen to her.
I want
She
a
said,
little
"What?"
interest. I want to go
She
home with a
said,
little interest.
I was around that
Congratulations, Juan.
room hollering about Tunk, and that woman told me, "Where your money at?" I'm ready. Let's go right now. No, no, baby, you wrong. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but I
leave
Sister
you
mean,
Bishop's still
alone.
mad. She
nah,
Wow.
said
it's
Bishop's still
we're in a
mad.
tricky business, man. And it's just like
Yeah.
while we would like to be like, well, I ain't gonna order nothing until the money's secure. Then we mess around and we don't secure things until late, and then the family don't have no flowers, and then it always comes back on us. Like
Yeah.
it's
I,
just
I, I mean,
tricky.
then overall, the thing is that with a lot of the things, cash advance stuff that we order, outside of flowers, we can send it back.
I'm
It
with
ain't
you,
like, I
Swan.
mean, it ain't like you can't send it back.
If
You
you
can send
did
a
for
casket back.
family service, I'm with you, Swan.
If the
You can
family
send a
changed their
casket.
mind. But
I
we
mean,
got
Right.
we
you can
got
send
2
it
minutes.
back.
Yeah, we
I
got
know
2
you
minutes. I got
mentioned.
one last
So
thing that I want to say, then y'all can finish up.
go ahead.
So our title
Okay.
is funeral director. So seasoned director years ago said, look at your title of what you do. You're a funeral director. So what you direct the funeral, you direct the family. So the family has
Yeah.
entrusted us to do what they don't know to do for most of them.
Right. Correct.
Right. So then we have to guide them and lead them into these things and tell them, hey, this is what you need. Now, whether they listen or not is another story, Tiffany. But
Mm-hmm.
these are things that we put down on paper. We give them a checklist. We give them just reminders. All these kind of things that we do is to help the family. So
Yeah.
a lot of times, like Wendal said earlier, this is the first time they're going through this, experience and this journey and this celebration of life for their loved one. They need us to really direct them.
Yeah.
So that's my
Yeah.
final thoughts on tonight. We got 2 more minutes. Y'all finish it up.
I know we were talking about letting families know. This was funny. We're talking about stuff that happened in the arrangement office. So I told the family that, we only can have 5 people in. They had brought 15, 16. And the first thing the lady said was, well, we went down the street to so-and-so. They let us bring everybody in the funeral conference. And why we can't bring 15?
Well, go on back down there.
Can you say that, Warren? Can you
What
really
you
say
said? Go
On back down
Oh,
there.
y'all know Warren. Warren would tell them in a heartbeat. Bye.
You should have told them TYBA.
Because see that Lord.
So see, you got them started.
Well, picking up,
That
piggybacking off that.
irritates me because I'm
Oh
like
yeah,
the first time that you bring another firm into
don't
my
do that. Yeah.
firm, I'd rather you just go to that firm.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't sit
Because
in my table telling me what somebody else did.
obviously God didn't want you to come to me.
God didn't
And
want
not only that, what you over here with me for if you went to them last time?
Well,
Right.
No,
Some
for
didn't
real.
go
What you
right.
did not do
Some
that you
didn't
got
go
Some
to
didn't
right.
go right. Some didn't
Right.
go right.
Well, you just have to be mindful of people and just say every establishment has its own rules and regulations, and this is the ones that.
No. See. You at some
moment,
point,
we wrapping up.
at some point, that corporate stuff and nice stuff got to go out the window. When that disrespect start kicking in, you got to get on their ass and go tell them go about their business.
That's why I started taking medication.
No, Tahiti, you're right. A lot of times they do still owe a bill somewhere. I had it happen where family actually still owed me money and forgot that they owed me money, but I reminded them when they came for that next arrangement conference.
And they don't think we talk. They don't think, and like we do have competitors, but funeral homes actually do talk.
Yeah.
I know in my Harford County area, when somebody dies up there and they went to the other funeral home before, she will call and say, "Hey, they owe me some money, so make sure you get yours before you pick up or before you have a service."
Yeah.
Well, listen,
all right, Adrian.
Hey, real quick. Hold on, real quick.
Adrian, so wrap us up. We got to go. Wrap us up.
All right, so real quick.
Since you're the one to captivate attention, go on and wrap us up.
I don't know about all that, but nevertheless, I do want to tell our listeners and tell our viewers and our watchers and our supporters, y'all listen, when we come off of these lives, if y'all have any kind of questions, comments about the things that we talk about, y'all go ahead and put them inside the chat so we can come back to them and we'll answer them, in the comments. We can still comment and answer y'all. So y'all hit us up. Just stay interactive with us when we on or even off the live, y'all, please.
And we appreciate the new folks that came in.
I see some new faces
guys.
tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all.
Thank you. Stay with us. Ride with us.
Pope Warren, y'all see he changed his name from King to Pope.
And shit.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. Hey, I figured out when.